guys, and welcome to the eBusiness Boss YouTube channel. I'm Sam, and today I'm bringing you part 2 of our barcode mini-series. If you watched episode 1, then I went through the different types of Amazon barcodes and where you can get them from. Today's episode I'm going to be going through the FNSKU labels, sort of what they are and why you need them, and then part 3 is all about how you then take those FNSKU labels and apply them to your products. So if we get into this episode, straight away I'm just going to mention that the FNSKU is only applicable really to FBA sellers. If you're merchant fulfilled, then the barcode that you've purchased for your product is absolutely fine, and that should suffice. Hopefully, if you've seen our first episode, you're buying your barcodes from GS1. But as I say, if you're merchant fulfilled, this episode doesn't really apply to you. So basically, on that, if you're an FBA seller, it does apply, and you really need to take note. Because I'm just going to let you into a little secret of ours. When we first started on FBA, we were sending our products straight into Amazon without an FNSKU label on them. We found out pretty quickly, because Amazon let us know, that we weren't labeling our products properly. We had a few back and forths because we thought we were right. We were saying, well, hang on a minute, we've got a barcode on our product, surely that suffices. Well, it didn't, and we soon found out that even if you've got a barcode from GS1 or wherever, you need an Amazon FNSKU barcode on your product if you're going FBA, because essentially that's how they scan your products, send your products out. It's their unique identifier, it's their barcode. So since then we've made sure that we've done everything properly, and I'll sort of run you through now how it works as a different seller. So if you're a private label seller, then obviously, as you can see here, I went through this in a previous video on how to create a listing, but you would put your GS1 barcode in here. Along with all the other information, you would then create your listing. From there, Amazon will generate an FNSKU number and label for you. It is then your duty to ensure that that FNSKU label is on your product, packaging, polybag, however you pack your products, and then you send it into Amazon with it already labelled. Amazon do offer this, but it's too pricey, so you're best doing it yourself. And essentially, yeah, as I've mentioned, you've created your listing, and then from that listing, Amazon will populate an FNSKU for you that you put on your product. You then send it into Amazon, and that means when they scan your products, when they're receiving them, they're linking it to your account and your inventory, so they get the correct amount of inventory. And then again, every time you make a sale, that's the barcode they will use. So it's vital that you get that right. And that's sort of, this screen here shows your private label listings. Now, for arbitrage sellers and wholesale sellers, obviously you're looking to sell on an already existing listing. So it's already got its barcode that the original manufacturer would have got sorted, and it's probably even more vital for you that you get the FNSKU process right, because you've got other sellers who are trying to sell the same product, and the only way to differentiate between yourselves is your unique FNSKU barcode. So what you do, obviously, you need to, when you're creating an arbitrage or wholesale listing, you'll put your price in here, put it as new or whatever it is, and then create the listing. That's when, after you've done that, Amazon will populate your unique FNSKU barcode for you. So that's how the two differ. Obviously, you're creating your own unique listing as a private label seller, and then once you click create, Amazon then populate the FNSKU label for you. And as an arbitrage or wholesale seller, you find the existing listing, put your price in, put the condition, create that listing, and then again, Amazon will give you your unique FNSKU. So in sum, the FNSKU is essentially Amazon's barcode system. So you can have a barcode already, but you still need the FNSKU. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but like us in the early days, there's probably sellers out there who aren't quite aware of how important this process is. So if you do FBA, you're sending your products into Amazon warehouse, regardless of your private label, arbitrage or wholesale, you need to use the FNSKU Amazon barcodes that they provide you with. Because then once your goods are in the warehouse, that's how they identify them, that's how you make sales, that's how they process the inventory, and that's that basically. So just to show you an example, so as an arbitrage listing, I might create this. I've used it as the example to show you further details, but here you'll see this bit here is the FNSKU. Now that isn't actually what you need to export. That's just showing you the number or letter code that they've assigned as your FNSKU. What you will do, and I'll show you in the next episode, is you then need to export this into a barcode format, which will look something like this. And then that is what you would stick on your product, packaging, polybag, whatever. And that's how it all works, really. So hopefully now you get an idea of what the FNSKU barcode is, and you learn from our early mistakes that it is essential. And even if you have a barcode from GS1, or you're an arbitrage seller who's got a barcode from a product you purchased from a retailer, that doesn't suffice. You need an FNSKU. Again, so yeah, hopefully that sort of clears that up for you, and you're now sort of aware of how all that works. I'm now going to go on to, in the next video, I'll show you, as I've highlighted here, how to export these codes, these FNSKU codes, and then what you do and how you apply them to your packaging and all those ins and outs there. Again, from a different seller's perspective, I'll talk about arbitrage and private label and how you apply them to your product. So hopefully that's cleared that up for you. And you know, if you've liked it, please like the video. We really appreciate that. Again, subscribe if you found this useful. We've got loads of useful content, and we're always adding more. And please comment as well. You know, negative feedback as well as positive. You know, we're open to it all because we're just always looking to improve. And finally, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments, and future video ideas. You know, things you're struggling with, stick them in there, and we'll look to get something done for you. Yeah, so thanks a lot, and I look forward to seeing you in the next mini-series barcode video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.